Well, Joel, that seemed to be a pretty complete win for you guys. How much do you think Sergei played into that?
I think he's been great. 3 games in a row, rock solid. They had some good looks. They had some dangerous rush chances, and he just seemed big and took away any options that they had coming around in those tight areas. And really held his ground around the net, so he was really anticipated well and took up a lot of net.
You guys are off to the best start in franchise history at 4-0. I know it doesn't sound like a whole lot coming from Chicago or wherever, but that's a pretty good start for this team, especially with the way you guys have played in all 4.
Well, I thought we've gotten better. I think our last 2 were better than the first 2, but there's some progress there, and I think that the consistency is something we wanted. We stressed coming into this season that start is going to be very critical to what's going to happen at the end. And we played some good opponents, and I think there's been some good signs. I think Lundell again is something we ought to, I think has an appreciation for something I don't think we anticipated that contribution to that level. So it's been a nice addition to our team. Gives us a lot more options as well.
Points in back-to-back games for Sam Reinhart. Do you notice him getting more comfortable out there, more settled with the system?
Well, I think that, and I just think that maybe there's a little chemistry with him and Mundy, and I think that line has been very useful for us. And I think that now we have 3 lines that are pretty solid and all dangerous. We didn't anticipate that, but Sam gives him some more possession time. I think his instincts defensively are outstanding. I think offensively, I still think he's trending in the right direction, and I think Sam helps him now.
Coach, you've been getting some consistent shifts from the 4th line, and Mason Marchman's been a big part of that the last couple of games. Do you feel like he's starting to get back into his groove now, 2 games under his belt?
Yeah, I thought he's played well both games. He gives us a different element. But his strength in the puck area is, I think his play recognition, and offensively he's got a little more skill than you think, and things can happen. And he's a big body, and he gets to the front of the net and plays the right way. So it's nice having a guy like that that gives us a little bit of different of an element up front.
And then Marchman, you had shuttled between the 3rd and 4th line last game, started on the 3rd line this game. Putting them together with Lundell and Reinhart, how has that line just been together, especially with how Marchman is in the corners?
Well, I think that they all do a little bit something different, but Marchie gives them a different presence, and I think that whether it's net front, along the boards, making greasy plays like the goal, I think that they all do something a little bit different. Marchie can make a play, but the other 2 guys, their offense is pretty handy and nifty, and now you got 3 lines that all have that next level of creativity and playmaking ability in some tight areas. But I think checking is the better we check, the better that's going to come on in our team.
Thank you. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.
Thanks, Coach.
Very much.